You know, let's take this show on the road today. Field trips are fun, especially when it's considered work-related, and we do have work-related plans that take us to the start of the Buffalo River. In this edition of Between Two Great Lakes, a podcast by Buffalo Niagara Waterkeeper. Welcome back, I'm Adam Zaremski. Okay, so for this trip, we're at a local fishing spot that also offers people the ability to launch a kayak or canoe, have a slow meander along the Buffalo River. This spot is right off Harlem Road in West Seneca, but for most people, you've probably seen it without truly knowing its name. So I want you to think of the area on the 90 North. Say you've just left Route 400, you're approaching the on-ramp to the I-190. While driving, if you've looked to your right, you've likely seen a parking lot, and then the Buffalo River, and possibly people fly fishing. That's where we're at today. Buffalo Niagara Waterkeeper is leading the charge in improving the site for another great access point to the Buffalo River. I'm with Jeanne Beiter, Program Manager for Ecological Programs at Waterkeeper, and she's going to give us a rundown of what's happening here. Hey, Jeanne.
Hey, Adam.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing great. So where are we at today?
We are at the DEC Harlem Road Fishing Access and Boat Launch Site.
Quite a name there.
It's quite a mouthful, yeah.
So why are we here?
Well, we are filming a promotional video for the Buffalo Blueway.
Because something's happening here, right?
Yeah, we are improving the kayak launch here, improving some of the access and the trails, and really just kind of sprucing up the place.
So we're going to have benches along the way?
Yeah, benches, interpretive signs. We'll have a nice Blueway marker so people know where they're at. Really just creating a nice space that feels welcoming for people.
Why are we making this a Blueway site?
Well, because we're at the beginning of like the quiet waters of the Buffalo River. So if we were just to head a little bit upstream, you would see where the confluence of Cayuga Creek and Buffalo Creek come together. And that's what starts the Buffalo River.
Okay.
So if we were just to kind of go upstream, really to where the Harlem Road Bridge is. So this really is the beginning of the quiet waters of the Buffalo River.
Beginning of the Blueway now, I understand.
If you put in a kayak here, and you head downstream, you'll pass by Seneca Bluffs, you'll pass by Higgins Park. And then once you get to Red Jacket, that really is kind of the start of more of the industrial heritage part of the Buffalo River. And all of those spaces, all those parks are Blueway sites too, which is pretty cool.
And it is a popular fishing site.
It really is. Lots of fishermen and women love to come here and go fly fishing up in the riffles of the Buffalo River. It's really nice kind of shallow, rocky water that is great for the fish.
What are the kind of design plans?
Yeah, so we're really going to formalize the kayak launch a little bit more. DEC did a nice job a few years ago. So we're just going to spruce that up a little bit.
And so then this is the canoe area where they're looking to put in?
Yeah, so this is the launch area. You can see there's these steps that sort of walk down into the water. Trouble is that it just gets covered in mud all the time.
Plan is kind of fixing that up?
Yeah, to create a surface that won't be as muddy. Just, again, be a little bit more formalized, a little bit more of a gradual, into the river. We make the trails a little bit more smooth so that the access is a little bit easier. Right now, they get pretty muddy, during the wet season, which quite often around here in Buffalo. So that'll be nice. And then really just as you come off the parking lot, making that a little bit of a smoother transition, make it easier if you're bringing your kayak down or your canoe down. It's making that a lot easier to be able to get it down to the water's edge.
Have you ever come here before?
Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah?
Okay. It's one of my favorite spots.
Really?
There's something about this place I can't really quite describe. I love watching the fishermen and women, upstream, just fishing in the river. It kind of makes me feel like I'm in a different place. I know that we've got the thruway behind us, so it's a little bit noisy. It is quite loud here.
Got the highway right there. It is a morning commute while we're recording this, so there might be a bit more traffic than normal. The audio equipment, we're going to adjust it for a moment so you can kind of hear what it would be like if you were standing where we're at and the highway wasn't blocked out. So here's kind of what it what the traffic sounds like going by. Now, Jeanne, despite that, that's something you can kind of, when you're here, that disappears, right? When you're looking at the water, when you're thinking of the people here, it goes away, the noise.
I don't really quite know what it is about this place, but I can somehow just like block out the noise. So if you can sort of block that out, hear the birds chirping, you can just kind of be in the moment. It's just a really pretty spot.
As you were speaking, I was watching a mallard duck just kind of float by.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
It's really cool. I mean, this is a well-loved habitat for, a lot of the critters, and it's just a really nice spot.
It's a good parking lot too, like right off the Harlem Road there.
Yeah, super easy to access. There's always going to be parking here. It's super convenient with the highway and then just off of Harlem Road. And you got a grocery store right next door. So if you want to get a snack before or after, super easy to do that too.
So people are walking down, maybe benches, signs. Are we doing anything shoreline stuff here?
I think we might do a little bit of like a vegetated shoreline just to create a little bit more of a buffer, prevent some of the erosion that's been happening over the years, to soften it a little bit. And that's all would all be through our Living Shoreline program that we do. So really just making some nice enhancements. A big sort of prep piece with this site is removing a lot of the Japanese knotweed that is really prolific. So it'll be good to get that invasive out and put in some more native species.
Cool. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
So that's kind of in the works. If people want to know more, we have a website they can go to.
We do. You can go to buffaloblueway.com. That's where you'll find all the updates about not only this site at Harlem Road, but some of the other sites that we're working on as well with the Blueway. So Higgins Park, Seneca Bluff, those will be coming underway as well, which is very exciting.
A lot coming on this summer.
It's an exciting time on the Buffalo Blueway.
Well, thanks for joining me here.
Thank you, Adam. Have a great one.
You too.
Thanks.
Contributions from individuals are what make this work possible. For every dollar raised, Waterkeeper leverages it tenfold through securing grants and other funding to help deliver over 60 projects and programs each year. Donor dollars support our efforts to research and monitor our waterways, design projects, advocate for good policies, and even construct habitat and access improvements. These efforts in turn create a significant economic and environmental benefit for our community. In some cases, like our Buffalo River restoration, which has been shown to create a 40-to-1 return. Whether you can give $5 or $5,000 or more, please know your dollars stay local, will be multiplied, and will help make change in our waters and community. And again, thanks to local Buffalo band Snowbelt for the music today. They have a new album out, Norris Avenue. You can find that on all the streaming services. We'll have more editions of the show on the way. Subscribe to Between Two Great Lakes to keep up to date with what we're up to. That's all for today. Be well and do good.
I got a good one for you.
Okay.
I'm terrible telling jokes.
Oh,
If you flip over in a canoe in the water, you can just put the canoe on your head and be okay. It's capsized.
Good. Good one.